Previously on Live to Give Fans, First Favorites, First Famous. After the second day of the competition, the exhaustion and hunger began to set in for all the players. All of that went away when it was announced that they have all reached the jury. At the feast, most players filled their mouths with food, while Bergen filled his pocket with an advantage that gave him an extra vote at the final tribal council. As players began the third day of the competition, they began to set their sights on the finish line.
And if the power gets shifted, then they're going to have to scramble, and that's going to change the whole game.
As players arrived at the challenge, most didn't know what to expect. What they soon found out is that they would all be placed back on one of 3 tribes for the final round before the merge, and each tribe would have one individual immunity winner, and each tribe would attend tribal council. The excitement of the twist soon wore off when everyone realized they had made it to the infamous Live to Give buffet. After a rough battle,
But I'm not.
Carter, Elder, and Angie unleashed on their competitors and had the crowd howling when they won immunity for their tribes. At Mankato, Cam and Carter tried playing the middle by having Janicki vote for Elizabeth, while voting with Elizabeth and Carter to get rid of Janicki. Meanwhile, Elizabeth and Derek tried getting Janicki on their side to get rid of Cam. At Anoka, Elaine offered to fall on her sword for the members of her new tribe to give them a chance to get to the end of this game.
Well, I've already been there. I've done that. So it's like it's your turn now.
And at Shakopee, Megan attempted to fight her way out of the bottom by convincing Ryan to vote with her and Angie to get rid of King James. During the Mankato Tribal Council, a tie vote led to one of the most explosive tribal councils in Live to Give history that put Elizabeth's spot in the middle. When the final vote was read, Elizabeth flipped on fellow fan Derek and voted Janicki out of the game. At the Tribal Council for Anoka, the players honored Elaine's wishes and sent her home to the jury, giving Bergen a second chance in the game. At Shakopee, Megan and Angie were able to get James to use his idol, but it was wasted when they were unable to get Ryan to switch his vote, sending Megan home. Now that the players have reached the top 12 and the merge, how will each player's connections help them get to the final tribal council? And will any of the remaining players find the purple tribe idol or the merge idol? 12 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
I just kind of felt like I betrayed everyone. I mean, I don't know. I just feel bad and I don't want, I don't know. It's kind of like ruining people's dreams. People have been waiting to play on this game for 2 years or sometimes even longer. And either way, like, it hurts someone and, that's difficult for me.
Carter, can I talk to you real quick?
Yeah, let's talk and look.
Okay.
How are you feeling? You okay?
Yeah.
That's tough.
I just keep in the back of my head, like, I'm playing for this charity, I'm playing for my grandma, and I'm just trying to make her proud, and, I'm so excited I get to see her in a few weeks. I haven't seen her for a few years because of everything, but she's finally getting to come to visit, and she's that one person that I really have always had a really strong connection with. And when she moved out to California from Minnesota a few years ago, I've been writing her a letter every single month and sending her a picture every single month of what I've been doing and what I've been up to. So she's still a part of my life because I never want to lose that. So I just want to make her proud. I'm sorry about, at first. Basically, we were all good with Janicki.
Yeah.
And then I talked with her and she had mentioned, that when I was on their tribe, they saved me.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 times.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
Felt like you had to.
I felt like
yeah.
I owed her.
I thought it was going to be pretty unanimous, 4 votes for Janicki, unfortunately. A little bit wrong, because Derek and Elizabeth changed their minds at the last minute, which I didn't know about. They decided that they wanted to vote for Cam based on some false information, for example.
Yeah, I'm just glad he didn't play it on me. I didn't want him to feel like he had to play it on me.
Yeah.
And
I was trying to tell him, like, don't, like,
yeah,
I promise I'm not going to
play it.
screw you guys.
No, because I went with my original plan that we had. The last thing that Derek and I had talked about, that's what I went with.
So, best friend, how are we doing?
I don't even know what to say, like.
Yeah, so now that we're at the merge, I've been getting a lot of information this past round alone, and it sounds like Jack is feeding Derek wrong information about me specifically. And since I haven't played a lot of game with him, I feel like Jack's got to be one of the first to go. If I can, just not talk about game for a second, it was just it seemed like you were kind of closed off, and so that's why it was really hard. Are you okay? Can I give you a hug? Oh my god. Don't worry. It's tough, dude. This is really hard. Don't make me cry now, but
Cam is, like I said before, one of the funniest, best people here. He's such a good person. And I feel horrible doing what I did based on information that wasn't even true.
I have the idol in my bag right now. So I don't know what to do with it. Thankfully, I pleaded my case pretty passionately to Elizabeth, and she switched her vote, and I'm here. And I'm glad I'm here now, because when we came back to camp, which has, if I can open it, my second immunity idol of the game. So I was definitely not feeling the best about that situation, but now that I have this, it's definitely feeling a lot better. So, we'll see. Oh, okay. We can't freaking leave it in your bag.
Cam just found the idol. He told me, as of right now, Derek and Elizabeth are on a need-to-know basis with that idol. We will tell them when it makes sense to tell them, but as of right now, it's just gonna stay between me and Cam. I'm just Elizabeth was crying. She's and both her and Derek we trust you, and I do want to work with them.
Yeah,
as long as we
can. I be honest? I still want to work with them because I feel like he was.
We have to steer the
me
boat away from them.
Yeah, 100%.
I know where both idols are. I have solid relationships and alliances across the board. These next 4 votes are going to be crucial for me.
You said Cam, and I wanted to stick with your gut because I felt you had a better grasp on the situation. And so that's why I voted with you. I stuck with you for that first vote.
Right.
And then, we went to tribal council, and after all the talking was over, it came to my realization that my conversation with Janicki might not have been as...
'Cause she voted for you.
Yeah, as authentic as I thought, because she had brought up that they saved me. They saved me 3 times, basically. I mean, in those... I could have been gone at any of those 3.
Well, and you know what? You were expendable to her then.
It's just not my natural element, and I feel like I've adapted, and I was so worried, especially because I know, and most of my friends know that I can be pretty introverted. It's difficult for me to talk to people I don't know, and so I think they'd really be proud to see how far my social game has taken me thus far. I mean, that's the thing I was most worried about, and I really hope I'm not disappointing anyone.
So I fully expected this, but
Yeah.
even in my confessionals, I was I feel like Jack's lying to me, but it's still something to consider.
Yeah. So Jack said that Cam went through your bag.
Jack told me that Cam and someone else, I didn't hear what he said because he was whispering really quietly to me, but he said Cam and someone else went through your bag, and Cam just confirmed it was Serena.
Okay.
I don't know, finding out that Serena went through my bag, that sucks.
When did someone go through your bag?
Last swap.
Like
The
when we were all
the winners
big?
versus losers
Oh.
swap.
Okay.
Did Angie update you when I was
No,
whispering to her
no.
last night? So at that tribe, no one talked to me.
At all. That hurts. Not even Ryan. Just that. I'm so sorry. You know that you have me. You know that you have Cam's loyalty. You know that you have Carter's loyalty. I don't want to see you go home.
I know that, like, looking through my bag was a game move on Serena's part, but it just sucks because, like, I loved her on Sequester and on last season of Live to Give, so, like, being able to finally play with her was, like, I was really looking forward to it, and I get that she's playing the game, and I totally respect that. I get that. The gamer side of me is like, go you, Serena. I get it. But I guess it's just a little disheartening that, like, someone you kind of looked up to going into this is, I guess, going behind your back.
When do you make big moves? You can't do it too early. You
Yeah.
can't do it too late.
Yeah.
Has to be the perfect time.
It's timing. Yeah.
But I think we have to lay low at merge because otherwise they're just gonna start picking us off. And even if we do lay low, they might pick us off anyway.
Even though I'm down now, that might be completely different an hour from now, 2 hours from now, even 10 minutes from now. So my game's not over. I came here to play, I came here to win, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Yeah, I guess game on.
Vote
right.
Rena.
Oh, we're gonna come up with it.
All right.
Rena. Should
Split-
we talk
I was
about?
like, split Rena.
Should we talk about Janicki?
I felt like I have good connections with everyone except for Elder. He was not making any eye contact with me. I asked him, hey, we good? And he didn't answer, which is never a good sign. And then when we got back to camp, it was just really awkward and no one was really making eye contact with me. Even my who I consider one of my number ones, and Serena wasn't really talking to me. So I just felt really nervous. So if Elaine wouldn't have taken herself out of the game, I think it probably would have been me.
Cam would have voted on Janicki.
Yeah, she
Really?
They're green, aren't they?
No, she.
Wouldn't they have stayed?
Nobody cares about
Nobody
the
cares
colors
about that anymore,
I
man.
don't
You gotta
think
get
they
that out of
ever
your head.
did. Yeah.
Mm,
Because
If people say that to you, they're using you.
really?
They're using it, yeah.
Everyone's saying green so strong,
That-
have everyone.
That's what
I don't think it matters.
it looked like we were all green
Right.
strong, right? But we
Right.
voted out Daniel.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, it wasn't about green.
Everyone's saying that.
Well, I expect the merge coming up now that we're going to be down to 12. And I feel like I'm in a good spot, you know? I feel like I've made really good connections. And then there's even people that I've worked with in the past, like Megan, who I think could be a really good ally moving forward in this game. So there's definitely some big targets that I think we need to look at taking out. Everyone wants Elder out. Everyone wants Derek out. If we get both those out, then hopefully we can start narrowing it down to our final 2s and 3s. I'm building friendships, I'm building relationships out here, and I think that's what's most meaningful. I mean, we are having deep conversations outside of the game. You know, we just talked about pronouns, which are so important in the LGBT community right now, and how the education of that really plays into, today's society. And you know, conversations like that, you don't have them in your day-to-day life. And so coming out here when you're forced to interact with different people from all different walks of life, it's just meaningful.
Or something like that. But I could see Derek playing his idol. That would be interesting. If people knew he had it, they might have tried
Everybody
to get it.
knew he had it.
Because imagine
Well, I
if
mean-
Carter wants Derek in the game, so Carter wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
And
I don't
Elizabeth's
think
not
Carter would
voting for
take-
Derek. That never happened.
No.
Yeah, I don't think Carter would take Derek up. He'll
Do we
use him.
have to flush that?
What?
Why would we
That
want it
Bill?
later in the game?
That Derek?
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's smart.
He's
good.
paranoid too, so
And it's quiet. It's quiet.
yeah.
Sits at the back and
These
watches.
quiet players.
We're out of the tribes at this point. I'm no longer going to be going to tribals with a group of people. It's going to be me on my own, and I just need to coordinate all of the people that I'm currently working with and how do I get all of them together with me towards the end and take out all the outliers. Outliers for me are Carter, James, Jack. Those are the kind of people that I'm like, my head is in the game, and I know that they're competitive, and I know that they're going to be tough to take out, and that's the challenge I'm going for.
Everybody's a gamer.
Yeah.
Even like the most quiet Elizabeth.
Is
Still
she?
a gamer.
I have not talked like any game with her.
Oh, I haven't
That's a
either.
mistake.
The only game I've talked is I walked up to her and said, "This is what we're doing. Are you in?" And she said yes, 100%, and then she did it.
The only game that I've played with her is she took my yellow ball and I followed her back and I said, "I'll take that back," and then I put it back in mine.
Aw.
I am playing for the same charity, Wildlife Friends Foundation Thailand. You know, because of COVID, the borders in Southeast Asia and India, all over the world, obviously, have been closed. That really impacts the monetary amount that they get. They're like a nonprofit organization, so tourism, you know, they have volunteers that come for weeks at a time. They haven't been able to get any of that. So just being able to provide them, you know, supplemental cash to like feed an elephant. Like elephants eat so much a day, and they have rescued all these different kinds of animals. So being able to, you know, provide that for an organization where I've spent time, you know, it's awesome, and I'm really proud to be playing for them again this season.
I want us to be Final Three.
No, I'm in. Like, I'm 100%.
I know you guys probably feel like you don't want to go to
No,
Final Three
I
with
just,
me,
I,
and I
I
understand
just,
that. And
no,
you
I
can
just hope
cut
you're
me
not
at
saying that
4,
because you
but,
think
I'm
like we're
serious.
so close, and
Dude,
that's
we
the
don't
only
have a
thing.
final two.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I know you
We
don't.
literally
I know
haven't
you
even
don't.
talked like
Exactly.
I know you
Like
don't.
she
I'm not
literally,
saying you
she
do.
literally told me yesterday. She was
I'm not
like,
saying you
"Lance,
do.
we need to talk game," and I'm
Then,
like,
then I will say that. Then I'll be the glue. I don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's just more
I
so
just
because,
like you both.
and
a
me
lot.
personally, I just been trying to keep my distance because anyone who like even knows about like Live to Give know that we are friends outside of this. For me, when I come out to play LRGs and I tap into the survival world, I usually check my emotions at the door. But this game has showed me something so different. With Elaine being in the game, Elaine has taught me so much as a person, and many people say, oh yeah, you may be infatuated with Elaine because she was on Survivor, but me and Elaine's relationship went far beyond Survivor. I was one of the people that least talked to her about Survivor. I was someone who like really wanted to get to know her background, wanted to get to know, Elaine for Elaine. And we talked about like how we both had in life had to like prove ourselves and feel like we had to showcase ourselves to people and always super hard on ourselves. And we just bond. Like, that's my girl forever. Like, I feel like I'm walking out of this game with a friend.
Yeah.
We came into this game
That's
as
fine.
our
Keep
own
your distance.
games.
We'll all keep our distance. We never need to associate together again, as long as we can at least pass the message.
Yeah. But still, we still have to communicate because I don't want it to ever feel like, oh, Lance, you're being too distant, or vice versa.
No, it
like,
won't.
If
you tell me now, you're with, like, this is
I'm
it, let's
in.
do this, then let's
I'm
do
in.
this.
Yeah.
I
Because
don't
it's
need
going to be a
reassurance.
storm. And honestly, my actions will speak louder than my words because of like,
absolutely.
Because even at that tribal, I was like, even right before we left, I was like, Elder, do you know who Elaine's probably voting? Do we want? Because this will be the safest moment to make it happen. My charity, I'm from a very small town in Louisiana, Opelousas. It's a very lower to middle class town, And the organization that I'm competing for is a mentorship program for at-risk youth who, you know, won't get to experience certain things, such as just going to a basketball game. Some of them first-generation college students. So we tutor them from the ages of grade 5 all the way up into their university days. Like, it means so much that just freaking $20 could get them a dang ticket to a basketball game that they never would have experienced any other day. $50 will go into a pot for them to have scholarships for their seniors. Like, that's why it's amazing. I'm happy we can't talk about our charities, and it's hard sometimes, but I know, like, the passion is deep in me because every penny matters. That's why, yes, we had an individual challenge the other day where, you know, we had options to get balls for ourselves for safety or a charity, and I made sure in that moment, Lance, get a check for your charity, because no matter if it's $1 or $100, it will go towards a cause that you know will make an impact.
All right, everyone getting their new look at the new tribes. I mean, you guys are at Tribal inside jury, but I'll just remind you, Janaki was voted out at the Mankato Tribal Council. Lane was voted out at the Anoka Tribal Council, and Miss Megan was voted out at the Shakopee Tribal Council. Are you guys ready to get to your first immunity challenge of the merge? Okay, first things first, Carter, Elder, and Angie, I'm gonna take back the necklaces. Even really see what you probably can't see either, actually. So for the shot, well, I got it.
A little difficult there.
Okay. All right, Angie. That one was the simplest. This challenge is called Tug of War. Each round, we will randomly select people to go head to head, and their goal will be to sprint 15 feet to grab the lifeguard buoy, bring it back to the platform to advance to the next round. The last male and female remaining will both win individual immunity. First person to get it back to their platform advances to the next round. When I say go, 3, 2, 1, go. Bergen advances to the next round. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, we got a battle. Carter is yanking that. Oh. Carter dragging James. Carter scores. All right. We got 2 fans and a favorite. Eric versus Cam versus Lance. When I say go, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, we got a battle. We got yanking on rope. Oh, Lance is dragging Cam in there. Dragging Cam. Lance, go. Lance, advances to the next round. When I say go, 3, 2, 1, go. Angie, Serena, and Elizabeth. Ooh, Serena dragging Angie and Elizabeth. Serena close. Serena wins immunity for the win.
Good job. Good job, guys.
For immunity. This could be your second in a row. Bergen versus Lance versus Carter. When I say go, behind the platform, 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, ooh, we got a battle. Ooh. Lance is moving. Ooh. We got a matchup. Oh.
I'm getting. Oh,
go! Land. Well, Birdie gives land community. Land. Win community. All right. First things first. Serena. Are facing. You want to turn around like them? There. All right. Safe at the vote. Lance. Immunity is yours. Safe at this vote. You hit that platform. All right. You guys are officially a merged tribe of 12 now. So you guys will be going tribal council together. Lance, Serena, you guys are safe. One of you will be the next person voted off of Live to Give. Go back to camp.
We were walking back into camp and I immediately saw this in the tree. And I turned around to see if anyone else was looking at it and nobody else was looking at it. So I immediately said, I'm gonna go pee. And I positioned myself around the tree stump and like kind of reached my hand up in it and pulled it down while still making it look like I was using the restroom. This hidden immunity idol will work like most do. It must be used after the votes have been submitted but before they have been revealed. Once used, the hidden immunity idol will nullify any votes cast for this person that it's used on. Choose wisely what you do with this idol because it could truly change your entire game.
I was thinking we could do like the majority, like we only need like 3 votes.
I'm in this formulated 6 with Cam, James, Bergen, Serena, and Carter, but I don't feel I'm as high on their totem poles. Like if they get a chance to strike, Lance will be an easy target, especially with me winning. Yes, I won the first individual immunity challenge in a freaking strength competition, and I love it. I could easily be a target in the future. Like this immunity is not gonna always be around my neck. So I have to concrete myself with allies that'll get me further in the game.
There's a core group, I would say, of decision makers that lie around me, James, Lance, Serena, Bergen. Cam seems to kind of just be open for whatever we want to do. But between those 5, those are the people that are driving forces, I would say, on making decisions. And then from there, we kind of disperse and figure out what we want to do.
Say we split up like Angie, or because she knows what she's doing too, she's smart. So go for Elder, but split with Angie. And then there's 12 of us, so we can literally split them. Besides those 2, we can split them 5, or 6 more. And if we trust them, we have us 6 for sure. How many do we need? At least 6 others. There's 12, so we need 7 for majority.
Every single person is asking me what to do and how to split votes and who I want to split votes with. I don't want to be in the position to make any sort of call. But I have so many relationships that I'm being relied on to make a call, which is not what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. If you are down, like if you are not down for that, I respect it, but
I don't know. So Cam was loyal to the last tribal, but also at the same time, I mean, I can't like control everything.
No.
And you know, people's names, it's gonna get to the point where people you've worked with, people you're loyal to, that might be the only people that are left, and you're gonna have to choose.
Right.
So right now I feel very good, especially with Derek and Angie. So those are probably the people I've had the strongest connection with. It's also difficult hearing their names be said. And I can see Elder too, and also his name's been thrown out.
And like I said before, I'm loyal to you. Like
I know that.
So I feel like
and Derek feels the same way.
Good, I'm glad. But yeah, no, right when they brought up your 2 names, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of see me as like somebody on the outs. I don't really have that many people close to me. I know they mentioned Derek, Elizabeth and I working together, so I think it's just kind of like they see us as just like easy people that like will swing wherever they want us to swing.
I did just walk up on Serena, Cam, Lance,
And Bergen?
no, and maybe just those three. And they were, as I was walking up, they said splitting Elder and you.
We just think that everybody else, like the other, is super strong and they're gonna come to win, and they're all like have been working together from the beginning. So we just need to pick somebody and try to start chopping off the heads like we can.
I didn't say that because they told me Jack.
Okay, so should we do Cam then? Because if Elder has an idol, then and it's me against him, it's gonna be me.
Are you splitting votes?
Because they're saying
I heard your name and my name.
They're splitting votes.
I haven't heard your name.
Okay, they're splitting votes for Elder.
I'm feeling amazing. I knew coming into this weekend that it would be an uphill battle just because people keep saying I'm a threat. I think my name is definitely being thrown around. I knew the moment we merged, if I didn't have safety, I would be someone that people would want out. But I'm gonna keep giving the perception that I'm vulnerable.
I didn't talk to any of them up there, so if they're all saying my name, I'm gonna go talk to them, but
Okay. Okay. And I will vote Elder, but I won't say anything about the Cam vote. Now I'm kind of getting into the more social side of the game, and I think I've talked to everybody. I feel close to most people. I feel like I can get a lot of people in different votes. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm feeling good with everybody.
Yeah. He said Angie, and I'm like, I don't. Yeah. And then I was like, I don't think we should vote out Angie. I know she's loyal.
Cam, Lance, and Serena.
I just, I'm gonna play like, we just got here and I think it works in my favor because I just told everyone that I played the idol from Green Tribe at the last tribal. So they don't think I have an idol anymore. Unless someone saw me find this, which I hope not. Not even Ryan.
What do you want? Whoever you guys want. We just need 3 people to throw votes at somebody.
After the last vote, I mean, initially after that tribal, I was like, okay, me and Carter are done, I guess, because I just went against Cam. But like I said, we all talked it through, and I feel as though we're now tighter than we were even before.
So just tell people it's Elder. Okay. You good with that? I'm good with that. Straight up. We're good. Okay.
I think I'm going a little overzealous on this because I'm leading the plan for the Elder boot, and it looks good because he's a great player and that's gonna look great on my resume, but I don't think I need to be playing this hard. But I really just want him out, and I think it would help solidify my game that much more.
To get it, people want to get, people want to get purple one out.
It's like the battle of 12 armies right now. Everybody is looking out for themselves. Everybody's trying to see which army is going to align with them and which are against them. Well, I mean, do you guys want to do that though? If they want to get a purple out, is it?
I've been hearing my name.
I'm trying to I'm just trying to do the majority because I've heard my name too. So
same. I just want to be in the majority. So you guys tell me.
It seems like Elder's kind of scrambling to have some footing in this game, and I can't have that around, especially if he's willing to throw my name out, and he's talked no game. So that's my #1 target right now for this merge boot. The thing about Elder is he's very scatterbrained. He's just all over the place saying one name and the next to see what sticks. And it's just hard to find like where he lies. He's always looking for information but never giving it. So that's the hard part about working with a guy like Elder.
I just honestly, I like the 6, but I feel like you're way higher on their totem pole than I would ever be.
Yeah.
Like being on trials with some of them, like without you.
Yeah.
I feel like I got in because of you.
For sure.
And I feel like with some of them, I didn't, like alone, I didn't have as much leverage.
For sure.
I don't want to cause too much ruckus, but I have to formulate my allies. You got so many outliers with that. You got Jack thinking he's with them, but that's the name they're pitching to throw as the swing vote in case Elder has an idol. Right now, it seems like a bro fest with some of the guys, such as, Carter, Cam, such of that nature. How you feeling?
Scramble time. We just gotta figure out how we split the votes and who votes for who. Especially if we're working with some of the, like, I mean, you're technically a fan, but you know what you're doing. Like, the other fans that are like, will get nervous and just randomly like vote for somebody. If no one else is gonna make a decision, we're gonna screw it up, then fine. I will step in and say, you vote for you, you vote for you, you vote for you. That is not what I want to do, especially at this stage. I really want to set myself up and start to think about the end game here. So the biggest names out there are Elder. Everybody's worried about him. I don't know if I'm specifically going to be voting for him or not, but that is the goal, that he goes home.
I have no idea where Jack's head is at all, so that's awesome.
I really don't have no idea where Ryan's head is at all.
Well, you guys, was it you?
I think we don't need to worry about Ryan.
There's definitely one more idol from the purple tribe, because James just wasted his from green, Derek wasted his from another color, and then Cam already played his from gray. So there's definitely one more idol out there, if not one that's found at merge within the next vote.
How do you split this? I know I'm part of the split, so that's frustrating.
Do you think you know?
Someone told me Elder's throwing my name on there.
Elder is?
But he's pretending he's not. He's saying other people are. I think Elder needs to go out this round. I mean, him and I think we're BSing each other, and we keep saying like we're together, and we're putting up this like facade that we're not, but like I don't know. I can't really read Elder. I feel like we're doing the same things to each other. We're just BSing each other because we don't want to go against each other. We'd rather work together than against each other when we're actually working against each other when we're not face to face. So
me and Angie are supposed to be split on this, but would you be down to like their split at 50?
100%. Project Silent But Deadly is an abject failure. The fact that I get to the merge and my name is in the mix is very bad for me. The only thing I can hope is that there's enough people that are against James and his people than are with James and his people, because I don't have any control right now.
The majority alliance, the powers that be, they're putting all of them on Elder and 3 people on Jack. There's a big group that no one's talking about that's going to control this game if we don't take them out now. And I think Elder is also capitalizing on that idea. Initially, the first name that was thrown out was Elder because people think he has an idol. If he does, that's fine. I think I could work with Elder. I think he needs me and I think I need him because we're not in that powers that be alliance. He wants to take a shot at a second in command in that powers that be alliance. And I agree with him. I think we should. It's just about figuring out who that person is and how do we get enough numbers to do so.
I think James, Carter, Cam, bring it. I agree now with Jack and Ryan are like tight. Yep. We could easily put Serena and you. Plus 4, Serena, Elder. That's 6.
I think right now the character I'm trying to play is like somebody who's like really on the outs, which I still kind of feel like I am, but I feel like they kind of see me as like somebody on the outs. I don't really have that many people close to me. I know they mentioned Derek, Elizabeth and I working together, so I think it's just kind of like they see us as just like easy people that like will swing wherever they want us to swing.
He really wanted to win, so.
Every confessional that I've done, I've said, you're my number 1, so I want to tell you something. Feast.
Yes.
Don't have an idol. Okay. But if you make it to the final 3, I get to vote for you 2 times. That's huge.
Wait, so
I can vote for anyone in the final 3 for 2.
the final 3 though.
It says final 3. So
Okay,
that's huge news.
Yeah. Elder is saying he wants to go to final 3 with me, but Bergen told me his advantage is that he gets 2 votes in the final 3. So, you know, if I were to make it to the final 3 and I have backstabbed him, then I'm not getting those votes. Honestly, I think we should just go either James or Carter, but voting out James would be backstabbing Bergen. They're trying to split it between you and Jack.
I understand that.
So then if
But
you, Jake...
Elizabeth is not doing that. Elizabeth is voting for Cam. Jack is voting for Cam. I just talked to them. Lance presented the plan of they're splitting the votes on you. They think Jack is a swing vote. Let's grab Jack.
Okay, let me talk to Jack.
Talk to Lance. Yeah. I need to go babysit James.
Elder is a little bit more aggressive in the way that he tries to like work with people. He's maybe not as tactful, but also really smart, also really strategic. So I think from both sides, they're like the head-to-head. I'm keeping up right now because both sides think that I'm with them, so I'm like getting information from everybody. But the thing is that I'm about to draw a line in the sand, and then, you know, I could be very well be on the bottom of that, on that line, and just be chopped off next.
I'm telling people, you let me make it to the most strategic part of this game, you are in for, first of all, a treat. You are in for gameplay. Like, I got this necklace on and I still been in the thick of conversations. I'm not scared to play this game, and I'm not scared to make moves. I'm not scared to get those allies that encompasses me being the winner of Live Together at the end of this day.
Now bringing the members of our jury: Andrea, Savannah, Daniel, Janaki, Elaine, and Megan all voted out at the last round of the tribal council. All right, well, welcome to your first tribal as a merged tribe. I think it is very fitting that we started the season with famous, favorites, and fans. James, the first thing I saw is your purple shoelaces. How does it feel to be at the merge with purple representing the famous?
Great. I didn't even mean to coordinate. I just figured wearing my race shoes for this event was appropriate.
Awesome. And how about you, Cam? How does it feel to be back here making the merge representing favorites or returning players?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it feels good to be back and make merge again, proving myself that I am a favorite and that I deserve to play again as a favorite.
And Lance, how about you? First time here. How has this experience been for you, and are you excited to be here representing fans of Live to Give?
First of all, it feels good, and to come into the first merge tribal with the immunity around my neck, it feels good. So I'm excited.
So Serena, we start off this round with 12 people now. The highest you guys have ever had a vote with is 9. How do you coordinate votes at a tribal like this?
Basically, you just run around and make a pit stop at every person along the trail, and then you run back and see if everything is the same, but it isn't. It's all different. So it was pretty chaotic.
Yes, I mean, there were groups of 2, 3, 4 all the way around our trail. You would start on one end, have a little conversation, go to the next one, have a little conversation, and literally you just kept going back and forth. No one sat down at camp. It was a mad scramble.
And Ryan, do you think these idols as well as the pit stops combined could create a kind of a vote style over the place at this tribal?
Every round, everyone should be scared of an idol all the time. I think with running around, there's a ton of names out there. Everyone's just trying to be safe.
And Elizabeth, let's talk about idols. I know last tribal that you guys had was an absolute chaotic idol scrambling mess. How do you learn from that tribal to come into this one?
Yeah, I feel like it's really kind of difficult to judge. There are so many people going from 5 to 12. An idol plays a different role. I mean, when there's 5, an idol and immunity, 3 people you can vote for. 12, there are a lot more people. So I feel like it's kind of difficult to judge how the roles that idols might have in this bigger tribe.
And Carter, you were part of that. What do you kind of do, and what do you base your vote on at this tribal, knowing you're not actually safe this round?
Yeah, it's a interesting feeling being here for the first time and actually getting to play the game. So I'm excited to do that. Vote at this point is, as Serena said, it's just crazy. I don't really know honestly what's going to happen. I've heard a lot of different names, a lot of different people. So really just trying to figure out who's going to be the most loyal long term and who I can work with moving forward.
Angie, Elizabeth, and Elder, you're the only 3 left from that original swap of 9, with the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including Macy. Angie, do you come into this tribal super nervous knowing that the other 9 are still in this game?
Well, of course, because if you look at it, we were yesterday just going tribal after tribal while they were sitting at camp talking about, you have no idea what. So there is that factor of they've all had time to just kind of bond as people and get to know each other, not having to really strategize or anything. And those relationships can, at this point, make all the difference.
And so let's talk about threats at this point in the game, because there's only 12 of you. Derek, how do you assess the different types of threats?
there's all different kinds of threats in this game. Social threats, strategic threats, physical threats. It's about finding the people who have all three and hitting them before it's too late.
You never know which round, who's going to be on the chopping block, what the numbers are going to look like, because it's all about timing. Like, you got to figure out the right time to take out a threat, and that timing is different for every single player. So each round it's going to add up and line up differently going into tribal.
All right, we'll get to a vote. Jack, you're up.
Hope for the best.
Sorry, love to work with you, but just heard you've said my name one too many times.
This is to make sure that Elder doesn't play the idol that I have in my bag.
My game has gone south real quick. I don't know what I'm going to do. I lost 3 allies in a row, but unless this works, we'll see. If this works, we got a shot, guys.
Set myself up to be in a great position in this game, and I just hope that the people I talk to did the same, because if they don't, it's gonna be too late then.
This is a difficult vote. I didn't really want to have to do this, but this seems to be where the numbers are at, where I can align with people, and I don't want to shy away from that.
I go tally the votes. All right, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Read the votes. First vote. Elder. Elder. That's 2 votes Elder. Elder. 3 votes Elder. Jack. 3 votes Elder. 1 vote Jack. Cam. Cam. That's 2 votes Cam. Cam. We're tied. 3 votes Elder. 3 votes Cam. 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 That's 5 votes Cam. 5 votes Cam. 3 votes Elder. 1 vote Jack. 13th person to vote off of Live to Give fans versus favorites versus famous. Cam, and read me your torch. Cam, sharpest spoken.
It was lovely getting to play with you.
All right, well, it looked like one of those pit stops had a lot of cars, a couple other had few. Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
You know, I'm feeling bummed. I don't think I needed to play that hard this round, but I just really wanted to set myself up for a win, and You know, I'm glad it wasn't completely unanimous and I don't look like a complete idiot, but I put my trust in the wrong people. I caught a vibe in the tribe right before we came, and I should have trusted my gut, and that was the one time I really didn't trust my gut.
I have to strike before you get the chance to. Second time's the charm.
It's definitely not the best, but I'm proud of myself for playing as hard as I did. I wouldn't have changed a thing, except play the idol, but you know, whatever. This time around, I feel like I really made real connections. I played as hard as I could. You know, I got 2 idols. That's 2 more than last time, and even though I didn't play the first one right and I go home with this one in my pocket, I'm still proud for finding them, and you know, that's something that a lot of people can't say on this season. I mean, I'm stupid, but I should have played my Builders Community Idol. But who knows, maybe there's a second favorites tribe that I'll be on. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I'm not the type of person to go out camping for 4 days and, you know, not have running water and not wash my face. But Live to Give is one of those very, very few reasons that I would actually do this. And, you know, I've done this twice now, and each time I've learned and grown and met a lot of cool people. So, I mean, Live to Give has changed my life so much, and I just want to thank you for everyone who's been a part of it and everyone who's helped out, because it's a really special organization. I want to say thank you to everyone who donated to me. It really means a lot that you supported me. To all my cast members, no hard feelings. You guys played a great game. I would have won if you didn't get me out, so good call.